Hello, everybody. This is Adina from Emma.
This is
And,
Andreea. Nice to be here with you.
nice to meet you. And Happy New Year 2024. This is our first video together. And we
2024.
would, uh,
This year.
for this year. Yes, sorry. And we would like to tell you a little about our experience over holidays, Christmas and New Year. And we call this video holidays alone versus with other people because I spend it alone and Andrea spend it with other people. And I think it's very interesting. I can tell you from my perspective why did I spend it alone. It was a choice. I had quite a big year, 2023, where I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I decided I want to leave the corporate world after 20 years working, where I was quite happy a lot of the times, and I had so many milestones that I managed to conquer, and the challenges and a lot of difficult times. But I wanted now to do something else. And it was 2023, it was a year for me full of, wow, everything. But the biggest thing is that I left my full-time job, the comfort, um, the recognition, the safety, everything that comes with that. And I launched in entrepreneurship. And it wasn't easy, but it's exciting, and I cannot wait to see what this year is has in store for me. And coming back to holidays, after all this big year, I decided I wanted to spend it by myself. I saw my family at the beginning of December, which was very nice and fulfilling. And then I said I want to just stay and you know relax, watch Netflix, binge, and series and all that. And I can say for me, it has ups and downs. I don't think it's easy for anybody in general to be by themselves, especially for holidays. It wasn't that I didn't have a choice where to go. I had multiple choices what to do. What was very interesting was that I felt a little I wouldn't say guilty, but I had this feeling that I need to justify my choice to people. Even the other day, I met one of my neighbor, and she was asking me, how were your holidays?" I said, "Well, good. I was by myself." "But why? We were here with all the family. You could have just come in next year. Make sure." I said, "Yeah, but I didn't need that. I needed to be with me." "Yeah, but that's wrong. That's completely wrong." And I was like, "Okay, that's very nice. She cares." And, we just meet and say from, how you do with the neighbor, say just hi. But on the other hand, does she know what I need? I don't think she does. I think she has all the willingness because from her perspective, it means I was miserable and I didn't enjoy myself. But she didn't know what I was going through. So it was a mix of everything. The biggest pressure was to stay with my choice that I made conscious. I want to spend it by myself. I want to see how it is. I want to take care of myself, date myself. And one of the biggest highlights for me was I actually dated myself without even realizing. I just went for long walks. So I dressed up very nice. I put makeup on. I even try an eyeliner, the thing that you put here that I never know how to put it. I even managed to do that because I was such in a good mood and relaxed and without any expectation from anybody. I was just going out to for a walk. I dressed very nice. I put perfume on, makeup, and everything. And guess what? It was amazing. And then I came back when I wanted, and then I did whatever I want. My mother didn't feel very good for me. She's thinking something is wrong with me. But I would like to kind of demystify this thing that you need to do something for holiday. You need to feel in a certain way. You need to do things in order for what the majority to approve of you. What if you just feel like you don't want to have small talks, or you just want to go inside you and rediscover yourself? So yeah, it was me, myself. I cooked. I read a lot, not as much as I would have liked to, but I did. I watched Grey's Anatomy, which I know it started years years ago, but I finally find the time to look at that. And then I can tell you, I also had some really bad days where I actually cried, not because I was by myself. It's just because going so much deeper inside myself, and I'm doing a lot of meditation and mindfulness and practice presence. I saw some things that maybe I didn't want to see them before, like for example that the relationship that I ended, I think it was 3 years ago. I still miss parts of it. I still miss parts of me that they were happy in that relationship. The fact that I like to have colleagues and go to work and see them, but then everything comes with ups and downs. But it was the same that the highlight was dating myself and going out. I think the lowest for me was crying and just realizing I'm vulnerable, I'm not perfect, and I still love myself. It's nice to love yourself even in the lowest, and to be there for you, and to feel the emotion, to feel the vulnerability. I'm becoming even emotional now because it's so hard to meet yourself at the lowest. It's very nice to meet yourself at the highest when you're good, when you're happy. You say, "Oh, well done, Adina," and everybody around you said, "Well done." What about when you're at your lowest? What about when you see things in you that maybe you wouldn't like people to see? Maybe you don't like to see them, but you just go through that feeling, through the vulnerability to understanding what do you want more. A summary of last year, what do you want for next year? Although I think Andreea will have another opinion about this intention and things that you want in the new year. But I can tell you it's beautiful. It's something that I would recommend in general people to do, the same that I recommend people to go by themselves on a holiday. It's interesting. So many things can happen. So this was in big lines for me. I will let Andreea speak a little about her experience, totally different than mine.
We did talk a lot over Christmas, and we do communicate a lot because we're friends and business partners. But for this period, I felt actually, I connected to Adina and I felt she wanted to be left alone. She did tell me that. So I asked her, "Do you want me to call?" And she said no. And I was okay with that. I learned over time not to push anything. So now I'm just asking, are you okay with me calling? And if the answer is no, I'm fine with it. So give the person in front of you the possibility to express what they're feeling. For me, this end of the year, and the reason why we're doing this video while wearing this
blankets.
Yeah, blankets, was because today has been a kind of a funny day. A little bit of, that mood where you don't want to do anything, you just want to cuddle. And it's a working day. It's a lot of the things we want to do. We wanted to make a video. I said, why not make a video on that? And the theme we chose, this how were your holidays, is because it's January and everybody does, January does these things. Start of the new year, let's do a vision board, let's do something. And everybody just says, what's the difference between you and the 30th of December and now in January? I don't feel any different. So this is what started this conversation, in case you were wondering, and feel free to comment at any point if this resonates with you. For me, there were two parts of the holidays. The first part was I was sick. So it's been a hard year. I was very tired by the end of it. We did a lot. And the end of the year has always been a period of introspection for me. This year, I went a little bit deeper than usual, and I remember a lot of the things that happened in my childhood. And of course, I was sick, so I was coughing a lot. And this has been something that's been going on in my life up until I was 30, give or take. So I was mostly sick, a lot of the time coughing, a lot of the time with throat pain, fever, and the when I was a little girl, a lot of injections and pills and doctor visits. So it just brought all that up. Um, and I actually did a grandma's remedy that I remember. So it's a kind of a band-aid around the throat with some stuff, and I put it on myself, and I immediately went back to so many times in my childhood when I actually hated it, and I was crying a lot when I was wearing it. So I felt like crying, and I did cry a little bit, but it was a choice to put it on. And I reflected a little bit on the difference. So that was the first part of my holidays, and the other part was my family, who is all here. So my mother traveled from Romania, is here in the UK with us, my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, and we my mother cooks. She's an excellent cook. We have all this traditional Christmas food. We had it this year as well. So there is sweet things and there is some savory things, and a very rich meal that's supposed to be uh, the centerpiece of Christmas for us. And then there's presents. And I was of the observer a little bit. So I spent the Christmas morning with them, and I had the privilege and the satisfaction to watch my 6-year-old niece unwrapping presents. And it was a total joy. She's been talking about Father Christmas, Santa Claus for days. She wrote 6 pages of wishes. And she said, if they don't come for Christmas, I want them to come by my birthday. And it was a whole new perspective for me. So much joy, so much enthusiasm, but so much nerves, and how hard it is to wait for a child. She was absolutely frantic the day before. She was like, how long do we have? Well, we have 2 days. What does 2 days mean? Well, you have to sleep twice, basically. So you sleep once during the night and another, and this is when Santa Claus is coming. And I was like, she didn't get it exactly, but it was all so much emotion. And all of us around her were looking at her saying, wow, this is what it feels like, really. We're like a bit jaded. So we look at the food, we know the presents, but this is pure joy. And we kind of have that because of her. So that was it for me. I had a lot of moments when I wanted to be alone, and I took that time alone for myself. I didn't get to read or binge watch anything, although I kind of wanted to, but it was a choice for me as well. Do I stay with them and just, talk, play, laugh, eat, or do I withdraw and do my own thing? For me, it was more staying with them, and then a quarter of the time by myself, just uh, sleeping a lot and a little bit of reading. So that was my Christmas. A lot of reflection, a lot of memories, a lot of do you remember when? um, we kind of acknowledged, all of us, that another year has passed. Do we feel older? Do we stay younger? um, it's a kind of a burden sometimes. So a bit of sadness as well. I was watching my mother, who is a little bit older every year, and weaker. She's a bit more frail. So you get that feeling that, oh, time does pass. And I was very tired as well. So I am getting older. How do I feel about it? Well, I'm a little bit sad, but also I feel richer on the inside. And I feel more aware than ever that I am doing what I really want, which is now this video with you. I think that's it. For me, it was a mixed package, mixed bag. But I really do enjoy spending time with my family, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have all of us this Christmas. That's it.
So yeah, this is about us. You see our lovely dresses. No makeup day, so we just film as we are. I don't know how it was for you. I just hope this perspective made you see differently. I don't think there is a recipe how you should spend it. I did spend it alone, but the majority of the year, well, all of the year, I'm spending with family, with friends, with whoever I choose for that year. I think I have this flexibility and I have this freedom that I'm sure not everybody has. But what I like about this, you have a choice. You have a choice how to spend the holidays, how to feel about them, when to withdraw, like Andrea did, when not to. And I think it's so nice to acknowledge, to be grateful, and just to know you do have a choice, even for holidays. Don't traumatize yourself if you can help it. It's very important. Um, and yeah, I agree with Andrea. Time passes. I feel wiser. That's the only thing I can say. Younger or older doesn't matter, but wiser every year. I'm much more grateful for that. So this was our first video. Comment anything you want, and it was nice to be live together
More
for
to
you.
come. Yeah, more
More
to
to come.
come. This is us being a little bit weary and still in the reflection mood for the beginning of the year. So not quite up and running, but getting there slowly. Um, it's a bit cold here in the UK now. It's still winter, so there is still the need to go sleep. But as you see, we're not doing it. But it's okay either way. Talking about choices. There is no wrong or right. It's just us. And we introduce ourselves to you just the way we are. See you soon.
Bye. See you.
Bye.